Alright, this is just a little update video on what's going on around here in case anyone may want to know. Um, I'm working on this lately. Been sanding it down. I traded this for the small frame I built. The guy really liked the small frame and just really wanted it, so I ended up trading. So, um, it's a P200 with the bill with the title, so it's got its paperwork, but it has a Stella engine in it, which is all right, but I'm not fond too. I wanted the P200 engine in it, but it's hopped up pretty good, so it's kind of nice in its own way. It's got a 177 Penasco, and it's got a Penasco's a really nice kit, and also it has a Prima pipe on it, which is really nice. So though, just that's like maybe 350, and the kit's another two something, and it might. All I got to do is maybe I'll change the gearing it a little bit. I think I'm gonna pick a primary. I'm gonna pick a cush gear and a basket gear for it myself. That might be taller. And what else am I gonna do here? So I'm going to be tied up with this for a while. I'm not in a rush. I'm going to take my time with it. The reason I'm working on it too is they didn't put a proper primer. Put like an etch primer, and the paint started popping off here and there. So I'm sanding it down, and I'm going to get a sandblast equipment and sandblast some parts. Under here, under there, it had a lot of surface rust under the. I'm going to try to neutralize it all with a neutralizer and then coat it. Can't get it all out. Power wash the daylights out of this thing. And there's the engine. There. Yeah, it's full of oil. It had a fuel leaking from on top of it, and that's all from that. It's not a big deal. Just gotta clean the daylights out of it, rebuild it. Um, I'm moving the camera a little too fast. Sorry about that. And this is my. This P is pretty much stock with just a Cedo, not a Cedo, a SIP box exhaust on it. So it's a fun bike, completely rebuilt. It runs really nice. It's a fun little ride. And this is the 57 with the P200 engine in it. It's just about done. It is done. I just got to do a little more riding on it just to make sure before I take it for a very long ride. I haven't had time to get on it very much. I've been doing a lot of other things. And it's a mess down here, man. I've been trying to fix a few bikes really quickly down here for some people. What else? Been riding. This is my electric bike. Sometimes ride that. That's a nice hobby if you're into scooters and Vespas. It's a nice way to get a little exercise. And the reason I also have it is there's a nice path down here that I ride. It's called the Rails to Trails path. It goes from the top of Connecticut all the way to the bottom of Connecticut. It's a huge, long trail. It's nice and flat because it was a railroad. There's no hills on railroads too much. So it's pretty much flat, and it's a nice, long ride. You can ride, God knows how many miles on that thing. I rode 26 miles on it a few days ago, and I was nowhere near anywhere. And it was beautiful ride. Very beautiful New England ride. I may videotape it just to show you. The scenery was really nice up when you start getting up to the top of Connecticut. It's nice here in New England, especially in spring and fall. I also have a chopper here. This chopper, I took the engine out of it because it really didn't belong in it. I was just really testing the engine for this bike, which it belongs to the Stella. So I put it back in the Stella. This Stella has all the LML American Stella problems, which is the crank blows on them if you start hopping them up. I changed the crank. And it's just all it has is a carbon fiber reed valve and an exhaust, and it's plenty fun to ride, just like that. I have a hopped up bike too, but this is just a nice, simple bike to ride around. It's in good shape. It's pretty much new. Um, I also have this Badavas moped. I should one day I might fix for someone. I got to get the parts, which isn't easy to get. The rear wheel is kind of hard to find. I'm wondering if I can adapt the different bikes with a wheel on there. I got a frame up here. I got a Stella engine down here with a bad engine case. Not sure what I'm going to do here with this. It's the entire engine, but the case, the part that holds the bearing on one side, that actually holds it in place, broke off. I don't know if I should have it welded or just get another case, which is expensive. I have a case for a like I can kind of make a P200 out of. I'm not sure. It's a rally case. I mean, it's just a case. I'll see if I can get the parts to build a 200 slowly for it to put into the chopper. So it has the right engine. It has at least a Vespa 200 in it. Would be nice. And I have an engine here for right there for that green bike. But I need to drop like another $600 or so into it to finish it. And I haven't been able to scrap up the money for someone else's for that project because I have so many projects. All right. It's not my bike too. It's someone else's bike. I'll do it for them. I got that whole engine put together slowly because his engine was rusted out. It's down here. It got underwater and water got into the engine and rusted out the whole engine. It's down here. It's all rust in there. That whole engine is ruined. There's nothing there useful at all. It's completely wrecked. So, but the body's all right. Body didn't get too much rust. Probably was underwater for like one day and someone pulled it out and probably a flood and the body didn't get too bad. You know, they drained out and it doesn't had a little surface rust here and there, but I cleaned it up. It's not bad at all. I rebuilt the hubs, you know, I did all that. Put all new cables in it, everything's in it. It's ready to go. It just needs a little more work. I know it looks like it's not ready to go, but trust me, it is. All it needs is the engine and a little work. Alright. This isn't a video I'm going to promote or anything. It's just to let people know what's going on. You know, my site isn't very popular. It's not. I don't really push it in any way. I don't have a. It's just me kind of recording what I'm doing. It's a mess down here. Just like I said. Believe it or not, this wall, even though it looks messy, everything's in a place where I know where it is. You know, there's my electrical system. This is all my electrical stuff is right here, and I have electrical cases down here. My carburetor systems are over there. My cylinders are over here. I have engine cases there. I got a lot of stuff. It's all put in places though, believe it or not. There's lighting is up here. All in that box. You know, I've got everything, and I've got miscellaneous parts in a huge box down here, and I've got lights, I got mirrors and all kinds of stuff over there. You know, I've got a whole, even though it looks like a crazy mess, it all somehow makes sense. And I've got two big tool cabinets that, you know, one here, and I've got one there. I got a lot of stuff in there. It's not the most expensive tools because they're good tools. They all work, but I don't buy the absolute best tools because, you know, I'm not an everyday mechanic. This is just my kind of hobby. Here's an air compressor. But that's what I'm going to use for the sandblasting. And what else do I have? And of course, you know, I got my radios. Need that. And one other one over there. And what else? Just show you a little bit of this little workroom I have that has run out of room completely. All right, I usually hang bikes up too. See these hangers? I have these woods up here. I put across and I hang the bikes to work on them. I find it a lot easier for me than using the stands because I can get under the bike sometimes, and that helps me out a lot. And I use the canyon dancers to hold the handlebars and a few hooks on the back, and I wrap them in rubber so they don't damage the bike. And I do a lot of things. I have my own way of doing it. All right, everyone, take care out there. I will be riding more often and doing more stuff. I'm just having a hard time setting everything up, really. I'm going to go ride on a long ride with the Stella soon. All right, take care. Bye bye.